Hello Knitty friends, how's everyone doing? It's Adrienne of the Fiber Friends doing update number, I think this is number 5. So I have a story. I'm sure you expected me to show up with a little puppy right in my arms. And unfortunately I don't have a puppy anymore. So Noah did come home for about a week. He was beautiful and sweet, and you saw a few of the videos of him playing and stuff like that. Unfortunately, his needs and my capabilities to care for him were not compatible, and it was an incredibly tough decision, but I was not the right mom for him. So I wanted to make sure that he could have the best life and not be stuck in a home where I was not able to give him everything he needed. So I contacted the breeder and returned him to the breeder so that he could be rehomed properly and through her vetting process so that he could have the best chance at the best life for him. So it's been really, really tough the past week without him. I'm still in the process of depuppifying the house, and it's hard to walk into my kitchen because his crate's still in there and there are toys on the floor, and I just can't quite. It took me 8 months to pick up Toga's toys, so it's gonna take me a week or two to remove Noah from my life, which is it's so sad. My dad talked to me. I talked to my dad on the phone the other day, and I had sent him pictures and a video of Noah when he had first arrived, and when I had to tell my dad that Noah was no longer going to be mine, my dad was so sad. It was really sweet. He had a really, really great relationship with my last dog, and was totally looking forward to having another grand puppy. So I don't really know what this means for me. I'm feeling a little bit sensitive at the moment, so things are just gonna have to be on hold until I can feel better and make a good decision for me. I still want a pet. I still need some company. Still don't like the house being this quiet, so we'll have to see. But no rash decisions here. We'll have to make a choice that's good for me and good for whatever animal, dog that I bring into my life. So anyway, unfortunately, that's the way it is. All right, so this is a knitting update, so let's talk about knitting. Not a ton done, mostly because the week that I had Noah, I was really preoccupied. But I did a fair amount of knitting before and after because that's how I cope. So let's get started. First off, finishes. So first off, you would have seen this last time, but it's actually a finished sock. So it's a hoe. I love it. I think it looks great. I don't actually have that many solid color. I don't have any solid color socks. So this is kind of neat. Interesting to add to my collection. So the main color is Boysenberry by Sweet Georgia, and then the contrast is the May 2019 Sock Club from Leo and Roxy. That's its name. It doesn't have nothing fancy in that name. So yay, finished a sock. And I finished another sock. Can you believe it? So this is Doesn't that look great? I'm really, really happy with this sock. This is, yes, I know I'm gonna butcher it, Higgy by the Cozy Knitter. And so yeah, I'm really, really loving it. It's beautiful. Yay! So I have 2 socks done, but not a pair, which sounds about right for me. So I was, once I finished those two socks, I was looking through my my socks on the needles basket, and I was starting to get really low. If you remember, in December I cast on like 9 socks. I did 9 cuffs in like 3 days, and well, it was a lot of ribbing, but you know, I had lots of stuff to work on, so I could just pick up and knit, and didn't have to think about it, so I always had something easy to knit on. I think I've gone through most of them. I don't have that many cuffs left, so I was like, oh, that's troubling. I don't like being caught with nothing to knit, or nothing easy to grab and knit, so I was like, maybe I should cast on some cuffs. So I did. I cast on a lot of cuffs. Let's have a look. So the first one I cast on, I was so proud of. This is my Drunken Knights and Dragons bag from Evertote. I cast on the second sock. So, and a lot of what I cast on were second socks, so I'm quite pleased with myself, of course. So there we go. A nice cuff, ready to rock and roll, which I then promptly put away and didn't get any further. That's kind of how I roll. Oh, what else did I grab? Let's see. I think this was the next one I worked on. So this is my hot cocoa bag from Knit's Best Thing. There you go, Knit's Best Thing. I love this color. It's just such a great color, this bag. And I cast on the cuff for my second hot cocoa sock. So this is Hot Cocoa by Quare Fiber. So yeah, I'm super excited. Another second sock. So I'm gonna have a rash of finished pairs eventually. But starting second socks actually gets me a little bit closer, which is nice. This was interesting. This was a new start. So several weeks ago, one of my colleagues from work, now a friend, about a year ago I taught her to knit socks, and she did not get very far because she just did not like the small yarn and small needles. So she's a lovely knitter. She's working on a weekender right now, so she's, you know, she's got some skills. She just did not enjoy knitting on sock yarn. And so, oddly enough, she doesn't own a Swift. So she needed to kick up some yarn. So I'm like, I'll kick up some yarn for you. So she brought it over, and I wound it up in like 30 seconds for her, as opposed to hand winding 2 big balls of yarn. And as a thank you, she gifted me the sock yarn that she had been using when I was trying to teach her. Unfortunately, she lost the ball band and has absolutely no idea what yarn it is. So it's a bit of a crapshoot. But the colors are really pretty. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Some great, like, almost indigo, like denim-y blues. It's really, really nice. It's coming out a little bit more tealy on the camera, but it's more denim-y. It's an interesting yarn. You can see it's got a tiny, tiny little bit of fuzz to it. It is definitely not your typical merino nylon blend. It is, for me, a fair bit more rustic. It's not like Briggs and Little kind of rustic, but it's certainly Regia rustic, if that makes sense. So I have no idea what it is, what yarn it is, but it is definitely a little bit more rustic, but it's knitting up really nicely. It's really quite pretty. So I have a first sock cast on, so that's fun. And this is in, oh, anybody recognize this? This would be the first Fiber Friends kit bag from Evertote. Woohoo! So that's good. So I did a nice mix of first socks and second socks, just to make me happy. And then Evertote bag. I love my drawstrings. I really do. So I cast on the second sock for this one. So if you remember, I finished the first sock not too long ago. This was a an Old Oak Yarns unnamed colorway, and it's using the reverse speckle technique. So yeah, so I'll get that one underway sooner or later, so that's exciting. At least now I can just pick up and knit, so that's good. And then, I know, boom. This is my last start. So this was, okay, start with the bag. It's my moose bag, Overtote moose bag, hooray. This was a sock I'd actually started ages ago, and I think I was like 50 Shades of Crazy when I started it. It was on a size 0 needle, so a 2mm needle. It was a 72 stitch sock, and I had done the vanilla is the new black heel on it. I don't know what I was thinking. I was crazy pants. So I didn't like it. So I was like, oh, I'll pull it back and just redo it. And screw it. I cut the yarn and threw away half a sock. But I still loved the yarn, and I still loved the idea of what I was going to do. So I cast on again. I'm really happy with this one. It's so pretty. So the green is Allegria by Manos. In the, oops, let me see if I can figure it out. Apparently this one's called A407, but the tag also says that it is a velvet pincushion. Well, that sounds weird to me, but anyway, A407. It's a really nice green, that's all I know. So that's good. And then the contrast with it, so what I'm going to do is this contrast stripe, and then I'll do a contrast heel, and the rest of it will be all green. And this is just a little mini I had. A Lolo did it, called Fairy Pools. Oh, that's all blowy outy, sorry guys. So there you go, you can see it. It's got lots of greens and yellows and browns, and just on a nice cream base. So yeah, it's a good looking pair. So I'm excited. This will be my second pair of like main color socks that are not variegated or crazy or striped. So adding to my sock repertoire so that I have a little bit more diversity in my sock. And by diversity I mean in color, not in pattern, because we all know I don't do pattern. So yeah, so that'll be fun. So that's 2 new ones, and the rest were all second socks, which is nice. And then I picked up, love this bag. There we go. So this is a Christmas bag from Knit's Best Thing. I love it, love it, love it. It's got twill on the bottom. It's really nice and sturdy. Sorry. This was some cuffs that I cast on in December. Surprise, surprise, I cast on a Christmas sock in December. And so I finally got around to knitting on them. So I hammered out the leg on this one. And I'm halfway done the leg on this one. So yeah, so I'm just gonna crank out 2 socks, get myself a pair, and I will have Christmas socks ready to go. And yes, I realize I'm not a Christmas person, but you know, sometimes, oh, I should tell you what this yarn is. So this yarn is the 12 Days of Christmas by Timber Yarns. So this was the colorway she did based on this inspiration picture. And then she created a bunch of colors that went with it. So this was pretty exciting. I actually know Heather. She's part of our circle of friends, and it was fun to support her when she came up with this idea for the 12 Days of Christmas. So yeah, Christmas colorway. I know. It's not me, but whatever. It's still nice. So yeah, so that's all I've been working on. A couple finishes, lots of starts. Guess what? I have 0 acquisitions. I was a good girl. Mostly because I was buying puppy stuff and not yarn. And I only have so much money to go around. So, yeah, that's all I have this time. I keep thinking I should be working on other things because I'm home and I should work on a sweater and I should do this and I should do that. Sometimes you just want to knit socks. So that's what I did. Who knows, maybe I'll get inspired and work on something else, but I just really like socks. I really do. And I'm starting to get a little bit faster at them, so that's exciting. But anyway, yeah, so I just want to say thank you to all the support that I got knowing that Noah was coming home, and I know you guys will be understanding now that he's not with me anymore, and it's all good. It's all good. I'll be all right. Because I have people like you helping me out, keeping me cheerful. So thank you to my knitty friends. You're all wonderful. And I'll be back soon. You guys take care. Happy knitting.